filled with moments of excitement. LiveSource is a new game-changing app that allows you to create auctions instantly during these moments, as the crowd's excitement is at a fevered pitch.
Comes back with his second triple of the game.
Imagine, after spectacular moments, you could remove any item from the field of play and place it into a live auction in less than a minute while the game is still on. Imagine the fans in attendance bidding on and winning one-of-a-kind memorabilia and experiences from that event while the event is still going on. LiveSource handles the heavy lifting so that there are no limits on what can be sold or when it can be sold. Auctions can be created in less than 60 seconds, at which time the app immediately notifies fans to start bidding, determines the winning bidder, and arranges payment and delivery moments later. Excite your audience with highly shareable moments. Motivate more fans to attend your event, increase revenue. With LiveSource, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
All right, back for another fun show. Thank you, LiveSource, for the partnership. I don't know if you've been on LiveSource yet, but get on there. I know the Columbus Lions have a game-worn helmet up for auction right now. You can go to livesourceapp.com or download the app. All the teams throughout the league are going to be using the thing throughout. So, and from talking to some of the players, some of them are going to be doing their own auctions and raffles on gloves, wristbands, different stuff throughout the season. So check out livesourceapp.com. Fans, as usual, please comment, post some questions. We've got another fun guest. Let us know where you're watching from. You know, I know a few times we've had international people watching. Let us know where you're coming from, and definitely chime in with some questions or comments for myself or Tyron. Today I've got Tyron Laughinghouse. He is a wide receiver, and he's been around the block a little bit here too. So another great addition to the NAL, and you know, just like we've had the last, I think, month has been all players. So thanks for joining me, Tyron.
Thanks for having me. I'm definitely thankful to be up here. I mean, something great to do. I like the show. I watch it every day and let the guys know that they're GOATs every day. So, I mean, I'm just thankful to be around.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, you know, you've seen the show. I mean, what I always like to start with is just kind of the journey. So kind of walk us through, you know, your career, when you got started in football, where you're from, and go from there.
I've been playing football since I was 5. I started in Pop Warner in Greenville, North Carolina. Coach Carnell, he's been making me play football for the longest. So it's just always been a football drive for me. I have an old video. I can't find it no more, but it was around. I was about 6 or 7. And I said I wanted to play football the rest of my life. So I've been playing it. I went up to high school. I played middle school for about 1 year. Played 1 year of high school football also. And I've just been going ever since then. I ended up graduating from St. Augustine's University, where I played 4 years of college football. And after that, I mean, I trained for the NFL, but I mean, it didn't happen. So I ended up going to play with the Florida Tarpons out in Florida with Chris Wallace. And then
Chris Wallace is like, he's like the Tom Brady of arena football.
Yes.
That dude's about 50. And man, I remember him that first year I was with the Tarpons. Dude's old. He's older than I am.
But he gets it done though. He's going to let you know.
Man, he does.
Then after we won the championship around maybe I want to say 2013 or 14. And
I think it was we lost the year I was there, which was 12, and then I sold off, went to St. Louis, and so you guys won it the next year.
Yeah, maybe 2013. And then Chris reached out to me and said, "Hey, this guy named Coach Billy Back asked about you," and I've been with Billy ever since. We won the championship in Carolina, and I've just been rolling with him and Chuck. Charles McCullum is just like Tom Brady of the Raider game too. So hey, I can't take that away from him either.
So when you played, you only played 1 year of high school football?
Only 1 year of high school football and a full year of high school basketball.
Were you a wide receiver back in high school, or what position were you playing back
I
then?
played wide receiver, DB, and of course kick return.
How about in college? Did you just focus on wide receiver?
Yeah, it was just more so wide receiver, and then of course kick return and punt return.
So where's that school at, by the way?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh. Okay. Nice area.
Division II, HBCU, of course.
Okay. Nice. What's your fondest memory, playing there?
Hey, our rival school is Shaw University. We beat those guys on the last second toss-up to this guy named Brian Richardson, and we definitely, look at Phil talking crazy. We definitely beat them. We beat them on the last second touchdown. We drove all the way down the field from like the 5-yard line, and we won it on the last second touchdown.
Nice. Yeah, and those you never forget, man. Those are good ones.
And Philip Barnett, goodness well, you can't beat me at basketball. So let's keep that.
Yeah, what's up with that? Are your basketball skills just not on point, or what?
Oh no, his basketball skills not on point. Mine's is on point. Hey, I tell you one thing. I got a starting five that I can take on any five in anybody's city or town, and we can do it. We can do it.
You still play some ball?
I probably work out every now and then, but it's not really not playing anymore.
Yeah. So after you got out of college, were you thinking you're going to get potentially drafted? Were you thinking, okay, I'm going to sign as a free agent? Like, kind of what was that process like? My process with that, it was more so I was always thinking of free agent just because I came from a Division II school. Even though with the stats I had, it just wasn't enough around the time. It wasn't really D2 oriented as much. So I know I got the guy, Richard Melloney from Fayetteville State. He had got picked up on free agency. So I was thinking the same thing. So I went out to Chicago and trained. And I did my pro day back in North Carolina, but NC State, Duke, none of those guys would let me do my pro day there. So I didn't understand why I didn't. So I did my pro day at my school where I only had one scout. So it was just a rough selling just from there. So, but I never gave up and I kept playing. So how did the arena football come about then from that? Were you starting to look at other options or? To be honest, I really was just going to find me a job. Like it was more so I had settled for is like, hey, things happen for a reason. So that might have not been the reason why I needed to go to the NFL, but I ended up playing and I got a job. But this guy, Javar's Falk, played DN for me with me at St. Aug, and he was the one that was playing with the Tarpons. Okay. And he talked to the coach, and the coach called me up and like, hey, if you can come down to Florida, I'd love to have you. And it went from there. Yeah, good old Germain Arena. Yeah. Southwest Florida. That's a good spot to come to, especially in the early part of the season when it's still cold everywhere. It definitely was a blessing to go down there. And I thank that organization for giving me an opportunity. And then, like I said, from there, Billy just kept me on his side, and I did good things with Billy, and I thank him for that. I texted Michael Taylor, coach from the Tarpons, asking about you when you said you played there. He goes, yeah, great player and a great guy. Yeah. So that's good because Michael would have told me if you weren't a good guy. So, but no, that's good. So you played down there for one season? One season. And then where was Billy at the time? Was he in Nashville or? Yeah, that year they was in Nashville. And then when I started talking to him, my plans was to go to Nashville the next season, but he ended up getting the job in Wichita Falls, Texas. And me and my guy, Jermaine Jones, we saddled up my car and we went straight to Texas. And the first thing I told him after practice, I was like, I drove 20 hours here. Hey, there's no cutting me. We're going to learn this thing together. I'm not driving back home this day. Nice. And so how long have you been with Coach Back then? I've been with Coach Back for at least 3 to 4 years, maybe a 3 year solid. So what, you were at Wichita Falls for a season?
I think we played there for 2 seasons, and then we came down to the NAL in Greensboro, where my hometown is. So I definitely had to go there.
So what was that like playing at your hometown?
It was lovely. My mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles, everybody was able to come to the game, cheer me on. And it's a blessing. You don't know how it feels to be at home and be able to give your mom or your parents or anybody just a ball out the field after you score a touchdown. Like, they was there faithfully. So I always thank them every day. And I'm blessed to have a family that will come and travel.
Yeah, that's cool. What Chris wants to know if you're worried about that Carolina defense now.
See, one thing about me and my game, I'm never worried about an opponent. It's more so my strategy. I feel like you have to stop our offense. So if you're not worried about us, then we definitely not worried about anybody's defense. We come to play football regardless. So the quarterback, if he put it in the air, just know it's going to be a tough battle between me and the DB, because I plan on winning.
What's your height? Are you a tall receiver? Like, what are your specs?
I'm 6'2". What most people, I think they fail to realize that I can actually run and fast. I just turn it on and turn it off not. But I feel like my biggest point is I'm going to high point the ball. So if you're still on the ground while I'm in the air, then it's over for you. Lost. You automatically lost when I went up in the air. You're still down.
Nice. We got Coach Foster on here and the Jersey Flight checking it out. So you were in Carolina. Where'd you go from Carolina?
After the championship in Carolina, I received a call from the AFL with the Black Jacks. They were starting up the next year. Coach James and Brandon had called me and asked me, was I interested in playing? Of course, I'm always interested in going up to the AFL. So I sat down and had a talk with Coach Beck, and he was like, hey, go for it, man. So, and that's where it ended up. I ended up with the Black Jacks, and I went from there. I've been playing, but I ended up getting hurt, so I had to sit aside for a while. So I was just out in Atlantic City working with the guys, practicing, and just being a team player. That's what it boils down to. I'm definitely a team player, so I accepted the role that I had, and I made it look good.
And how'd you come about joining the Jersey Flight?
It was an up in the air thing. It's like it was either Carolina or Jersey, because I actually like the Atlantic City. So it's like, yeah, that's close to where I was last year. So I can take a trip to Philly or maybe go to Atlantic City and run around the city. But it was more so I liked the guys that he was bringing in, and everybody else was on. Of course, I was with Warren last year, so I seen Warren's side.
Right.
I was like, okay, me and him made a couple of good plays in practice, so maybe the chemistry can get back to where it was when we was in practice. And then all the guys he putting around as far as the receivers, of course, he got O-line, D-line there, but my first focus is the receivers. Like, can we gel together and figure out who's going to go where, who wants to do what? Because I'm a player that I go anywhere, so it doesn't matter to me. But it's more so, yes, the quarterback he signed, I was like, yes, this is a good fit for me, maybe. Was
that a tough decision, just kind of going, like, oh, man, the team I won a championship with to my hometown to back to Jersey? It was definitely a tough decision, because me and Coach Raz were always talking that, because I was always told Coach Raz I definitely would like to play with him. There's no shade there. I told him that I always liked his offense and how he did. But it was definitely a tough decision as far as me going about things. And then I was trying to be on the safe side and figure out what I was going to do, if I was going to play or not. So it was definitely a tough decision. But it's hard to be at home when I don't really want to be at home. But I made some sacrifices to do that. So it was definitely sometimes it's good just to get kind of spread out, get away from. I have not. I probably couldn't play in my hometown.
No,
I feel like I outgrew it. You know what I mean?
It's you got to at least one time. You got to play it at least one time. And like I said, we had a good time playing out there. So I definitely loved it.
So how many championships have you won in your career?
Career-wise, hey, I won one in high school. I won one in college. I won one with the Tarpons. Won one with Billy. I say 4 out of 5.
Nice.
4 to 5 rings somewhere sitting around.
What? And you missed. You lost one championship game.
I don't think I ever lost a championship.
Okay, so you just four rings, which is nice. So, I mean, you're getting up there. I mean, you can catch Brady if you keep going, man.
No. Brady has passed me right now.
There's B-side.
There you go, right there. What's up, Coach B?
B-side is the best recruiter I've ever seen in the last 20 years at this level. He finds just gems, and he's one of the best. Yes,
definitely. Yeah. And like I said, I definitely thank him for bringing me in, because he definitely made me turn up into another player. Like I had a whole different vibe when I started playing. That was my first time ever playing, but I caught on very quick. And he made it just as simple as I could just to play. So I was like, hey, if you're going to tell me what to do, I'm just going to run it to the full speed and make it happen.
Just make it happen.
And that's what I did. I made it happen.
So what are some of your favorite places to play? Like, so you've been in a couple different leagues, you've been kind of throughout the country. What arenas or cities have you liked the most? I
definitely got to say Arizona when we went down and played the Rattlers. Definitely,
they got a crazy fan base.
Hey, the fan base was lovely. I never got to play in Spokane, but I went out there for a workout with the Shock when was they Shocked then? Yeah, when the AFL. I went out there. I liked it there, arena style also. So I would love to play in there. I practiced in there, but never got to play in there. But I can definitely say Arizona is one. It's maybe my top.
Coach Rez doesn't like losing you, man, but he's a good dude too, man. So he gets it. He gets it.
Definitely. I know it. And I always try to keep coaches up on what I'm doing before it happens. So it
goes a long way. It really does. I mean, look, when we're recruiting people, we know that we're not going to get everyone, but we don't want the players lying to us and then playing games. If you're up front, I mean, it's too small of a world to play games. So,
but I tell them one thing. I leave a message for them. Just tell these DBs they're gonna have to strap their shoes up. Just know that much.
So in the games, are you a big trash talker, or are you quiet? Like, what's your style?
I feel like I'm a quiet storm, but I will talk junk if it had to get there to that point. But nah, I'm very quiet. I'm very quiet because it's not gonna do nothing for me talking. I have to get in the end zone in order for me to. I will dance. I tell you one thing, me, Jolly, and Philip Barnett, we're gonna dance on your field if you let us. So the only way Billy taught us, the only way you stop us from dancing is stop us from dancing. So there's no if and but. If I get in the end zone, I'm going to dance in your face.
I'll tell you what, when Billy beat us when he was with Cincinnati down at the Tarpons, and they were celebrating on the field. Oh man, that was the worst feeling. The worst.
I'll tell you one thing, he's gonna rub it in your face if we're whooping you.
Yeah, I will say though, he's a great coach.
He's a great guy,
and I love the competitiveness. So okay, Coach Rez is not going to do no music for you guys. May 22nd. I don't know if you saw today. The league announced that the schedule has been modified to 8-game pushed back due to COVID, which I think is it sucks, but I think it's the right decision. Definitely need to make sure that it's safe for the players and the fans, and we got to have fans out there. We can't go in there with 500 fans, or no fans in some of the cities. So a little bit longer to get ready, but I think it's great.
And what Coach Foster said, it definitely would be fun, because that's my mom. What's up, Mom?
Yeah, hey, Mom, how are you? Is she up in Greensboro area?
She's up in Raleigh. they're at home, so they're up in North Carolina. But I tell you one thing, Coach Foster, is definitely going to be fun. And if Coach Raz don't want to play the music, I mean, I always got Petey Pablo, North Carolina in the back of my head. Just know I started the Petey Pablo, North Carolina thing. So when y'all play that, just know I was there.
Nice. What's up with this? You were on the jet skis the day before, so he was sore that game.
I don't know what game he's talking about. What game you talking about, Phil?
Oh, you know what he might be talking about? He's probably talking about. Oh, there he goes. Okay, all right. So This is the fun part of that. So this is when he was with Cincinnati. Listen to this. So as the home team, you pay for the bus for the visiting team.
Yeah.
So they're either Billy or their GM gave me a list of 3 bus companies. So I call them all. Now, who are you going to go with? You're going to go with the cheapest price, right?
Yeah.
If you're paying, right? It wasn't for my team. It was for their team. Well, their bus broke down in Macon. That was some fun stuff, man.
Oh, wow.
That was some fun stuff because I remember getting on the phone with Billy and we got into it. He's like, I'm going to kick your ass.
I can believe it. I don't know what he's going to do once somebody small come try to get him. I mean, someone big him because he ain't nothing but about 5'5". What are you going to do?
Yep. The NAL is watching our stream too, so that's good. They're making sure that I do a good job, man, so I don't get fired here. But no, it's going to be exciting getting that May 22nd. Your mom can still get a ticket though, so that's good.
Most definitely, she would definitely love to be in the stands for that one.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are in Trenton that day, so that's awesome. That's awesome. So. We talked about some of the arenas that you like the most. What are some of the places that you kind of dreaded playing? Like maybe because the fans either rode you or you just didn't like it.
For some reason in the IFL, Colorado was the worst. I don't know why.
Loveland, like just north of Denver, I think. Ice.
I don't know. It was Colorado Crush when we was in the IFL with Wichita Falls. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I don't know. It was no air up there. So the air was terrible. I tell you that much. It's like we couldn't breathe. For some reason, they was the worst team in the league, and we could never go down there and win. We lost
way up in that altitude.
Altitude was terrible. So it's like, I don't know why the pressure was on us. We could not win in Colorado, and that I didn't understand that.
I mean, everybody's kind of got those, that city or two that has their number, and, I mean, some of those bus trips are pretty tough. What's kind of like the longest bus trip you had to take in your career?
It's either Green Bay or when we rode to Maine. Both of them was long. We went to
Green Bay from where? Wichita Falls?
From Wichita Falls.
Damn.
Yes. So we definitely went down there and put on a show because that bus ride was so super long.
I remember back in the day when I first got into it, a lot of the teams did like sleeper buses.
Yeah, we definitely had a sleeper bus.
And it's like some of these they're busing like 23 hours. Yeah, it's almost like now it's cheaper to fly.
It is definitely cheaper, because that ride was dreadful. We slept the whole ride, but we want to get up and chill. But you might as well go back to sleep. The ride was terrible. And we had to beat the brakes off him. That's the day that Charles McCollum threw for maybe 10 touchdowns. So yeah, we had to make a statement that game.
Well, you can't go on the road like that in a bus and get beat. Because that bus ride home,
definitely.
It's but Burnside says that Fort Myers, the Corpus trip, that's a hike. That's
definitely a hike.
I would have flew to that one, but
I tell you one thing: we went down when we did fly to Maine not last year, the year we was in the NAL. I just couldn't get it together. I don't know why. I dropped at least 3 or 4 passes that hit me right in the hands. I don't know if it was
because you're like, man, this was only an hour and a half plane ride. I don't know what to do.
Man, no, we drove.
You drove? Oh,
yes,
okay.
we was on the bus, so it's like when we got off the bus, everybody was sluggish. I really don't understand it, but that was the day that Maine was on their win streak that year. So they knocked us off. They knocked us off, and we just looked terrible. I looked terrible as one, but as a whole, we lost. So we obviously all looked terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think this year, with the teams in the South, it helps. I haven't seen what the schedules are there, but like with Trenton, you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
It's probably still a decent bus ride, but it's manageable. It's probably 8 hours from Greensboro to Trenton.
Yeah, somewhere around that. Because when I drove from Atlantic City, it was about 6.5, 7.
Yeah, so
to go back home. So
I mean that's more manageable. You go leave early morning the day before, get up there about dinner time. Be able to relax.
Definitely
hit that bus on the way home.
But I tell you, those anything over 10 hours is pushing it.
So what do you do to keep busy on those long bus rides? Are you like music? You watching movies? You playing cards?
I'm definitely a music guy, but I tell you, if we're able to play cards, if we'll play Tunk or something. Some of the guys will play Tunk, but more than that, I'll be on the music, sleep. I'd rather sleep and watch film than have fun I'll have fun after the game.
Yeah. I have a problem where I can't sleep on the bus. Like I just cannot. And so I had a soccer team and my team was like the only one that would take a bus. Everybody else flew. And so I was like, look, guys, it's not that bad. And so I was like, I'll take the bus with you. Man, that was a mistake.
That was the biggest mistake.
Okay, I agree with you guys. Okay. We're going to fly next time.
Definitely, because I can sleep for maybe the first 2 or 3 hours, then I'm just up on my phone watching film, or sometimes we watch a good movie. But other than that, yeah. Or I had Mike Green, he always wanted to joke all the time. So it's either that or I just listen to him joke for 24/7.
Are you playing with any guys in Jersey that you've played with before besides the QB?
Rashad Carter came down at the end of the Blackjack season, and I actually went to Albany for a workout with Larry Beavers. But I think that may be it. But I will have to go back and look and see who all was signed and stuff like that.
What team are you looking forward to most playing this year?
No, I'm going to go ahead and say Jacksonville Sharks, just because of
everybody wants to knock them off, man.
No, I want to play against Ken Walton every day because he knows what I got from him.
So who wins that battle usually?
Of course, me. Of course, me. We talk junk on to each other every day on the phone. Ken Walton. Just tell Ken Walton to lace up his shoes because he know what time it is.
Nice. Is that your how many of the other guys you talk to around the league?
But of course, I always keep in contact with Marvin Skip Ross. That's why I call him. We call him Skip. And then of course Phillip. And then DP haven't signed with anybody. I don't know if he's playing Darius Prince. We all have a group chat. And then most of the guys from the Blackjacks, I still talk to them. Of course, everybody that I've been with Billy, we all talk to each other also. So, I mean, it's pretty much most of the guys that I've played with that made close friends or became close friends with.
It's hard not to when you're on those 40-hour bus trips, right?
Yeah.
Whether you like them or not, man.
Everybody knows each other's background by then. We done learned each other like inside and out.
Yeah. And then too, like living with people, like for the season a lot of times. So so where are you living at now?
I'm up in Dallas, Texas right now.
Nice. Nice area. Are you there? Is that kind of your home now? Like
home? Yeah, I would think so. I have a 2-year-old daughter that stay out here. So
okay.
Most definitely I'm trying to make this home just so I can be there for her, of course.
Well, it's a great place for good restaurants, that's for sure. I love going there because there's so many options. I love eating. Every show I'm talking about food. But I know there's this place in Frisco. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. I don't know the name of it. It's not a chain, but it's damn good. I'll go there just for that.
Me and my best friend talk every day. I was like, hey, we gotta go check out some type of food spot. I'm a chicken wing pasta guy, so wherever I go, I'm gonna get a chicken set of chicken wings or some pasta. But I tried this Gator place. I can't remember the name of it. It was pretty good though.
Who's got your favorite wings?
If you want me to be honest, I go to 7-Eleven at least every day.
Wait, what?
I go to 7-Eleven to eat wings.
Gas station.
At the gas station.
No way.
I'm not telling no lie.
So they got good wings there?
To me, they do. I mean, everybody have a different taste bud.
What are they? They're not like buffalo wings, just like
they have buffalo wings, spicy wings, and roasted wings.
So what kind do you get?
I get spicy. Put some ranch on them, and it's a good day.
I was telling some of the other guys last week on the show that the best is my air fryer. Yeah. And I love I made like, I don't know, a couple dozen chicken wings in it for the Super Bowl. But it's good. It doesn't have the oil, but it has that, the fried, they're crunchy, they're good. So
to be honest, I didn't even eat no chicken wings on the Super Bowl. I was asleep by halftime.
Sleep?
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
Brady, of course. You can't. Right. I can't bet against
Brady. Against him.
No.
I don't know what's wrong with people.
Me either. They haven't learned yet.
He's cheated. He cheated by throwing all those touchdowns. He cheated. I mean, come on, man. People are nuts.
People are definitely nuts when it comes to Tom Brady. I don't know what the hate is about him. I mean, he's a good football player. How can you hate a good football player?
I guess that's why. Maybe that they just maybe they're not good and they don't want to see anybody else be good.
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard. I just seen the quote that my baby is watching. Hey, Monty.
Yep. And Reagan.
Hey, Reagan.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's what my main focus is to make sure they're happy with this football, because they really haven't got a good look at me playing football as much, but I would love for them to see me play.
Yeah, no, it's cool, especially as the kids are getting older and they start to realize what's going on. It's cool to have them around, and they remember all that stuff too.
Definitely.
Mine's 17 now, and with the Tarpons, Michael probably had his kids around on some of those road trips too. I mean, they're the same age as my son, so it's like these kids, man, time flies. So
it's definitely, like I said, being with Billy, all three of his kids has been around every day. They think they're on the team. Matter of fact, his daughter thinks she's the coach. She tells me what to do half of the time. So it's definitely great.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. So you haven't been to Trenton then yet?
No, I haven't been to Trenton.
Well, I had Coach Foster on the show a month or two ago. Mm-hmm. He was telling me how he's a good cook, chef.
Yeah.
So he cooks it up for you guys.
He cooks it up for us.
So I'm gonna have you back on, and you could tell me if he's got some skills or not.
Definitely. Right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him, can he make a bomb pasta when everybody gets together?
I know. He said he could. Come on, Coach. What's your specialty? Throw it in here for us. He will. I think. I mean, that's pretty cool. A couple of the coaches, said they do similar stuff, and I think it's just another nice element to bring people together. And
definitely.
I mean, like you said, you've been around the game for a while now. I mean, everyone is kind of connected by somebody
somehow, some way. And I know one couple of days we will, as far as teammates, we will go outside and just grill on our own, or we'll meet up at the pool and grill and get in the pool. But I mean, it's all pretty good in love once you connect with the guys that you connect with.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a grind, and then everybody's coming from different stuff. Oh, damn, he's saying pasta and wings.
I mean,
where's my contract at, Coach? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You don't need a 42-year-old overweight, slow white guy. Come on.
You can snap. You can do it. You can snap for field goals. I mean, that'd be good. Do you got that in your arsenal?
I do, man. I asked Chris Wallace, man. He handed me the ball a couple of times back in 2012. Oh, it was hurting. It was hurting.
Did you go anywhere when you got it?
I got one touchdown in.
Only one for the whole season?
I just played one game.
Oh my gosh!
I just played one game. It was like a PR type thing.
This one guy I got to shout out is Rory Nixon. He played with the Baltimore, and he played center with me in college. So every day now he says he scored more touchdowns than me because he moved to the fullback blocking. Oh my God, he gets on my nerves about that. I'm like, in what league? I mean, I didn't even get to touch the ball in the AFL. So how is that even a win for you?
Yeah, now he's in that end zone, man. It don't matter.
It doesn't even matter,
but he's in there.
It doesn't even matter for him. So every day he wants to talk about how many touchdowns he scored.
Come on, Burnside. My stats are better than that, man. I had that one run that was good. Okay. I think I carried 2 times. 2 times? Yeah.
No, wow.
Don't make me pull the video out.
No, film doesn't lie. So we're gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to show it on your next show to film.
What I'm gonna do is I told somebody to make a highlight tape for me.
Yeah.
It's like there's only 2 plays, but just put music to it and point like an arrow at me.
That's tough. And that one arrow is gonna have to hit you twice.
Listen, man, if you can't have fun doing it, it's like don't even bother.
Don't
That's
do
what
it.
I say, man. It's
Why do it?
You know, I've suited up for practice a couple times with different teams. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to get hit a little bit, man. I miss it.
You want to know about that? I had a coach in college. He actually suited up. He played DB. He actually suited up one day in practice, and it was over for him. He was hurt for the whole rest of the next week. I'm like, no way.
It takes too long to recover. But this pisses me off. I might quit the show.
Right.
I'm not playing center. I'm a skill guy. Just because I'm 230 doesn't mean I can't catch and run.
No, but what skill are you going to use?
Dude.
Because you know that the fourth guy is there to block also.
My money. This is money right here.
That's money right there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't jump. I got like a 2-3 inch vertical, but I can catch.
But teams only sneak up on you with that backside screen every blue moon. So I mean, if it happens to you, what happened if you drop it? Are you gonna look at your hands like, oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on that quarterback, dude.
Or the gloves, because most people blame it on the gloves. I don't know how they did that, but
yeah, we'll get it. I like they doing an NAL staff versus NAL owners. I used to always do like a team staff versus like the arena staff.
Yeah.
Because the arena has all those people and everybody likes running around the field. So we would do like a touch game or something like that. And you know how it is when it's a bunch of wannabes out there like us, like people are bleeding and stuff, like diving, It's funny, man.
And you're putting in that hard work. You worked all year in the background, so just go have fun. I like it.
You got to. But you know what it does too? It brings the arena people in with the team, and the arena people they love having a team there. They love you guys. They love seeing like the real guys out there balling and just like acknowledging them means a lot to them and. So it's pretty cool. Try to include them as much as possible because you never know when you're going to need a favor from them, and they take care of a lot of stuff.
Most definitely, they definitely take care of the background things. Hey, what's up, B? I saw your comment.
Yeah. What? So tell me this. So you score a touchdown. What's your thing? First of all, you give the ball to your mom. The league fines you $50 probably or something, right?
No, not at home. At home, we don't get fined. We can't get the ball out on away teams, but I might take that fine if it's a kid that wants the ball in the away game. But most of the time, if I do score, it's whatever come to mind. I find someone to give the ball to, or I make me up a little dance. Me and Chuck usually go to the middle of the field. So I mean,
Ooh, on the road, you do that too?
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Ooh.
You don't have to stop us in order for me to stop dancing.
Damn.
I mean, it happens.
That's where I need a thug on the team just to go stop you guys. like, hey, look, I need somebody without a stick just skating. Like,
you're gonna have to figure out something. If I get in the end zone, I'm going to dance. But I rarely dance when the DB is talking trash to me. That's how I get my get back. I'm gonna dance in your face the whole time.
Are you a good dancer?
No.
Okay.
I'm terrible at dancing. So only thing I do is North Carolina PD Pablo, raise your shirt around your head. That's the only thing I do.
Are you one of those guys when you're on the road, you'll act like you're giving the kid the ball and then take it back?
No, never. If a kid wants the ball, I'll definitely give it to him.
Those balls are expensive, man. You can't be giving them up.
That's not a big issue. Hey, they better print them or more up because they're definitely at home. They're definitely going in the stands.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things people love about arena football. You know, keep the balls. The players are flying over the wall. How many times have you flown over the wall and caught it?
I don't even have a set number. It's been that many.
Yeah,
I had a few touchdowns over the wall where, hey, I got to put my body on the line to get it. If my quarterback pushes there, I guess that means he expects me to get there and get it. And I'm going to get there. I might clear the wall and hit a couple of teammates, but yeah, we're going to go get this ball anyway because I want him to have trust to know if he throw it back that way, I'm going to come down with it.
How hard of an adjustment has that been when you first got into arena football? Just the wall in general, like because that wall is not. There's pads on it, but that don't mean anything.
The wall don't lose. Maybe about 2 or 3 games in, I adjusted to it. I learned how to turn my body, learn how to not to hit my head if I have to dive for it. So it may be 1 or 2 games, but other than that, I'm running into a full speed. I don't care.
Burnside giving you drills like running into the wall, into the stands in practice to get you.
No, nobody did that. I don't think. I hope not. We have one drill where it's a run across drill, but I mean, it depends on where the quarterback put the ball. He knows where to put it, where we can be stopped on the dime and not hit the wall. So it's just how you adjust your body.
When you are playing, do you engage with the fans at all? Like, you know, with arena football, the fans are right there. So do you talk to them a little bit?
Of course. I love it. I love the fans. Like I said, with the last couple of years I've been playing, me, Chuck, Jolly, we probably are going to stand and dance with the fans.
Nice.
Like real live. Unless we're away, then we got the fans that talk junk to us. More so Jacksonville fans. They're going to talk a lot of trash.
They talk a lot?
They definitely talk a lot of trash. So when you actually score a touchdown, that's one of those times where you go over there and dance with them to be like, hey, your team can't stop nothing that I'm doing. So what are you going to do now? And then they just continue to talk. So I definitely interact with the fans. I definitely love the fans, especially the kids. Adults actually have fun there at night too, but I definitely interact with the kids more so.
Yeah, most of the time the people that are heckling you the most are probably the first ones to come up to you after the game.
Yeah.
Want a photo or an autograph. Like,
you
kicked our ass all game.
Yeah, they definitely there just for fun. They like to have fun too, and they come get an autograph after the game. So I mean, it's all love after the game. Of course, they got to hate the opposite team because they love their team. But
right.
I've definitely took lots of pictures with guys that talk junk to me during the game, but they respected it at the end of the game. So it was definitely all love. I don't take any trash talk to the heart.
Well, when you've played for years like you have too, it's like. You probably know at least 1 or 2 people on each team that you go against too, I would think, right?
Yes.
I mean, I think that kind of makes it fun though too, right? You're seeing some guys that and some of them you probably like, some of them you don't.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of like playing your brother. You always want to beat him, you know?
Definitely. And that's why I gave Ken Walton his little shout out because I definitely want to trash him every chance I get. And Skip is not excluded out of this too. I wanted to trash Marvin Skip Ross every time I touch the field also. So he just know I'm going to come full speed when I play them guys.
All right, guys, we got a little bit more time with Ty. So put in any other questions that you have for him as we're got a few minutes left, and we'll try to get to any questions that you have. So how about you talked about you love wings? Can you cook?
I can definitely go in the kitchen and cook up something if I have to. I don't like to be in the kitchen, but I will go in there and cook something.
What's kind of your go-to if you got to cook?
If I got to go to, I'll probably throw some pasta together, like I said, if I have to. But if not, then I'm going to get some noodles out the cabinet and throw them together. And cut up some sausage and then I have a meal for the night.
What's the toughest NAL team you've played?
Oh, man. I will have to say the Mass Pirates because they done pushed us to the limit. Well, in 2018 when I was playing, every game it was tough, like because we know they was gonna come with their best game. They had Nick Hague, and then they had a good defensive back in, but their D line was solid, and they always got out there our quarterback and made things tough. I tell you one thing. Their coach is really what the toughest one. He's really passionate about it. But they definitely was the toughest one we played. Even though we beat them almost, I want to say every time, well, except for the away game, but at home, they let me win it, hit the game winner on also. So it's definitely Mass Pirates for me anyway.
Are you ready to return to Greensboro? And I didn't look at have you looked at the new schedule? Do you guys go to Greensboro?
I think I seen it. Yes, we do go to Greensboro, but I would definitely love to be ready to go back to Greensboro. I think I should get introduction because I didn't get to come to the ring ceremony. So let's see if we can put that in works because I didn't get there.
It's like we could do like a big video tribute for you coming back. It's like LeBron coming home.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming home. But no, I didn't. I'll definitely be excited to come back to Greensboro because I definitely love that field and how it's made in the end zone. So I definitely love that.
Yeah, that's a cool arena too.
It is,
but nice area. Got some great fans up there too. What are your expectations for the upcoming season?
As far as team wise, I mean, I expect us to gel and win. I want us to win. I don't nothing else. I'm here. I'm getting old. I want to win, and I expect us to win. I expect us to get right. So just know that we're going to come with our A game every time. And anything about me, I don't care about me. I'm going to get me if whenever the quarterback puts it there, but it's all about a team effort. I'm expecting us to win, to be honest.
So are you out like recruiting? Are you trying to get other guys to sign with the team now? Like
I've definitely asked a couple of guys if they wasn't playing because I would definitely try to get them out there to play alongside with me as far as defensive wise. Or because our receiver core is dope, so we don't need any more receivers as far as anything. I think that the whole core is dope, but it's a couple of guys out here that just haven't signed that I would love to have on the team.
Nice. Well, get those guys on there. I know Coach probably. I mean, I'll tell you what. Just from looking at the roster, I mean, Coach has done a really good job.
Definitely,
signing some talent. I mean, if you look at all the teams throughout the NAL, I mean. It's probably the best talent that I've seen
in a while, because.
Yeah, I mean, you got with the AFL going out, now you've got all that talent, and a couple guys going to each team, and it's like I can't tell you. I mean, I probably had a receiver from every team on here, and I mean, you guys are all phenomenal. It's not like you guys are just guys around the corner that they went and found. I mean, you guys are ballers. So
definitely.
And entertainers, got to make sure the fans are having a good time. And, all you guys have great personalities that I think, really play into that.
And can I piggyback on something also as far as receivers? I feel like Jacksonville always have a solid receiver squad, even with what they had last year or the year before last, Forson, Neil, and Dub. Like it was wild, but I'm going to let them know now, y'all receiver core still wasn't better than me, Jolly, and Phil. I don't care what nobody else say. Nobody receiver core was never better than our receiver core.
Where's Jolly playing now?
Jolly would probably go with Coach Billy up in Spokane in IFL.
He's been playing for a long time, hasn't he?
Definitely. He's been playing way before me. He's been, like I said, he's been.
See, I think he played against us in that championship in 12.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah. Damn it.
So he's like I said. I mean, hey, he's definitely one of the established receivers in the Arena League also. So I mean, I definitely give him credit, and I give all the receivers credit in the NAL as I've been watching and seeing those guys. Those guys is pretty dope, man, and I love when they make something happen. I just don't like when the DBs act like they're doing so much when it wasn't even a good play. So. Hey,
well, come on, man. Those DBs, they get scorched a lot for touchdowns. They gotta enjoy what they can enjoy.
Definitely, but I mean, I love the competitiveness in the game.
Yeah.
Just because, man. I mean, it's a fun game to play, man. So I'm just glad to be a part of it. Glad to play it. Glad to play with the DBs or the receivers that I get to play with or against.
How about after football, like? What are your goals, and what do you do outside of football now? And then what are your plans when you're done playing?
Right now, I actually work at the airport right now.
Okay.
And then I work at North Texas Job Corps. It's like a counseling situation with kids. But after I'm finished playing, I plan on starting a business with a couple of my college teammates. It's called Surviving the Degree. Like all of us had degrees, but we're trying to push kids that don't think they can go to college or whatnot. So we just get in their ear and help them and push them that you can go to college, even if it's not on scholarship. You can earn scholarship with other things instead of sports. So it's more so I'd rather do that and help push kids. I don't really care too much for coaching, but I will. But I'd rather just have kids train and do stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's good to, it's a great way to give back and have a positive impact. Will that be like a nonprofit or?
I think it'll start as a nonprofit as what I was told, but I will have to get more details because I don't know the kinks and twists of it right now.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, I always tell guys, man, start thinking about what you want to do when you're done playing.
Definitely.
And it's not necessary to wait either. I mean, there's things you can start putting in place and getting ready for that time. So yeah, I mean, I think that's great. And, there's so many people out there that need help, and just, especially, kids that they don't know. Like, I mean, there's a lot of colleges that offer free tuition if you just, get good grades.
Yeah.
You can go to, in St. Louis where I live, there was I think it was like the community college. You get two years of free school.
Definitely.
And then you can transfer and, there's all kinds of things. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. I think, even outside of college, there's a lot of trade programs and other stuff that people don't know about that, there's just a ton of options out there.
Oh, you want to know one more thing I want to know? Is how's everybody getting into this stock business? I might need to learn the stock business. Hey, anybody out there willing to teach me the stock business, please tell me, because it looks pretty fun is what y'all have going on.
It looks fun when it's like going like this, but when it's not. Like I bought some Bitcoin, like cryptocurrency, and when I first bought it, it was like going way up, and then all of a sudden it dropped like almost nothing. And I hadn't looked at it in like probably 2, 3, 4 years. And I just went back in like in the last couple of weeks to look, and it like shot back up. I was like, damn, okay. Can you stay? And that what was that one that just jumped up? GameStop.
That's what people be talking about it at work. I was like, hey, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
My barber was telling me about a app that you can. I gotta find it, but it's pretty cool where you can practice like you're trading stock without actually putting money in.
Yeah,
so you can kind of like get a better feel for it. Because I have a feeling I'd go in and just like
just throw your money everywhere.
Yeah, be like, damn.
Yeah,
You gotta be smart about it.
I definitely would like to get into that business.
Sydney's got a question. What would you say to someone who's entering arena football for the first time?
If you was entering the arena football league for the first time, I'll say just learn and listen. Don't go in there thinking that you all big man or all big body, because this game is definitely different. Like, because most guys from the big D1 guys or the big time guys come in and think everything is going to be all given to them just because they're from the school they're from. But nah, it's not. The game is totally different from outside game. You have to learn the defenses. You have to learn what your O-line is going to do on certain plays. But you definitely got to learn the game. If anything else, learn the game and then get help from any guy that were willing to give you help. Because I know it's a couple of receivers that helped me. Last year the year before last, I was in Kendrick Ing's ear every day. Hey, what I need here, what I need to do here, what I need to do there. So definitely learn from the guys that's been in the game, because it's definitely will take you a long way.
Yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to ask.
Definitely.
For help. I mean, guys will help you out, for the most part. So
you got some guys that help you. You got some guys that's trying to eat and get their spot too.
Yeah, so yeah. There's always a few of those, but you'll find them.
Definitely. Staying teachable. That's right.
Yep. So season's gonna be May 22nd. It kicks off 8 games. You're looking forward to Jacksonville?
Definitely Jacksonville, and of course Carolina. Of course, I'm always going to look forward to Carolina, even though I played in Carolina. But
right.
I'm definitely looking for that game too.
You know a lot of the guys on the squad there.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so that's fun. So, does that give them an advantage or you the advantage?
But most of the guys that's from Carolina that I play with are gone to the IFL with Coach Beck. So, I mean, I still will have the advantage regardless if it was a DB or not, because they never know what route I'm running. I run my route the same way every time. So, if you guess right, you might jump it, but most of the time you can't guess because I run it the same way every time.
What's your favorite route?
I'll have to go with the quick post, because I cruise into everything. So once they sink or stop their feet or do something that they ain't supposed to do, I'm going to the post. And I don't care if they throw it over the wall. I'm going over there too.
Nice. Well, man, I appreciate you joining me. Let's definitely stay in touch too. I want to know more as you're developing your business too.
Right.
Help. And I think that's a great idea. You ever have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me any way I can help. I will. But I want to see this dance when you score a touchdown, man. It better be good though. So practice.
I definitely got to practice. I got to find another teammate. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna dance on the field until we can't dance no more.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, man. Thanks again, and I'm sure we'll be talking throughout the season, because during the season we're going to have on the different players of the week every week. So
I'll definitely stay in touch, and I thank you. Of course, Chad. You know what's up, man. But I definitely stay in touch, and I just thank you for having me up here on the show.
Yeah.
I should have got some water while I was sitting here.
What's that?
I should have had a cup of water beside me.
It gets tough, man. I fire these questions off, man. We're like, we go good, but no, it's fun, man. I've been having a great time just chatting with everybody, and I've been in it for a long time, but out of it the last couple of years. So it's kind of good to start getting back into it a little bit.
Well, I'm definitely thankful that you guys started the show back up. So I mean, I watch it every time they come on and let the guys know that, hey, y'all goats, man. It's not easy to play this game, man. It's really not.
Yeah, no, that's good.